Hello everyone, this is the BoardGameSwede and we're playing Eldritch Horror. So this time I think we're going to have to collect clues in order to not get screwed over by this twin spawn of Cthulhu rumor. And I think we will have... I don't know who should start. I'm not exactly sure if I did the correct thing that you have to encounter a Gnofke monster when you're on a city space that contains a clue, but I'm pretty sure that you have to if you want to do... Well, I guess you have to then, yes, for all purposes. So Diana Stanley, she is not that good anymore because she lost her wither spell. And now her magic isn't that great. So maybe she should try to buy something to improve her stuff. Yeah. I will put her as first player. And we will zoom in and see what happens here. So here we have Diana up in San Francisco. She will move to Panama and she will use her boat ticket and get over to Buenos Aires. So that's one action, and for her second action she is gonna try to buy something. And put this here. She has an influence of 2. We will roll 2 dice. And we have 2 successes actually. Great. 6 and a 5. So what should we buy for her then? Maybe we should get a bank loan just to buy 2 things and see what else comes up here. Or maybe we should just try to get this intelligence report as well. It's a tough one. I think we will just... She will gain a debt condition and she will buy 2 things. Yes, here we have her debt condition. And I will use it to buy both the Arcane Scholar, which gives her 1 lore, and she gets to reroll 1 die when resolving a lore test. Sadly, we didn't have that last time, but oh well. And she will also buy this Bodyguard, which gives her +1 strength and reduce the damage of monsters you encounter by 1 to a minimum of 1. So that's pretty good. And we will fill up the reserve. So first we have Tome of Horrors. Gain +2 will during combat encounters, reduce horror of monsters you encounter by 1 to a minimum of 1. And we get Specialized Training Task. When you perform a focused action, you may consult experts to train you, test will. If you pass, discard this card and improve 1 skill of your choice. So that's pretty good. And that was all of Diana's actions. She'll try to close that gate. And we will move over to Daisy in London. Okay, so here we have Daisy, and she will do her Arcane Insight spell yet again. Let's see it here. Choose yourself or another investigator in any space and test lore -2, and you get 1 additional die for each tome you have. She has 5 lore and 2 tomes. That's 7 -2. So that is 5 dice. Let's see if that's in the shot. Well, sort of. We'll see. No, it's not in the shot. Let's see here. So we have 4 successes actually. So that's probably more than enough. See what happens here. 3+. Your understanding of the arcane knowledge is unyielding. No additional effect. Then flip this card. So she will gain a clue. And now we're home free for the rumor card if nothing else happens at least. So at least we have 2 clues. And then for her second action, she might also try to that's the thing though, she has the hypothermia condition, so should she try to buy something anyways? We might need that intelligence report sometime soon, so yeah, why not? We will try to buy it. So she has an influence of 3. Try to buy that thing. Roll 3 dice, and we have 1 success. 1-5 here. And she will also gain a debt condition. And this way she has, yes, here we go, a debt condition. And this way she has 3 successes, so she will buy this intelligence report. It's a service. When you gain this card, immediately gain 2 clues and discard this card. So we discards that, and she gets 2 clues. So now we have 4 clues. So hopefully we can keep them and continue on with this rumor. Yes, and we will refill the reserve. And here we have a spirit dagger. See if we can focus. Yes. So this is a magical weapon. So you gain +1 will and +2 strength during combat encounters, which should be perfect for Diana Stanley. So she might get that next turn. Hopefully. And next up we have Ursula. She will rest, I think, first off. Yeah, she will rest. So she will gain 1 health and 1 sanity. Here we go. So now she is up to 5 in each of those stats. And we also have a chance to get rid of her hallucinations. When you perform a rest action, you may roll 1 die. On a 5 or 6, discard this card. So we will roll 1 die. Let's get it up here. Yes. And we got a 3, so sadly we won't get rid of that thing. No matter. And she also has 1 action left. She could try to do her old journal, or she could try to move, but I think, well, she can move to the pyramids and try to get that clue maybe. Or she could just stay there and close the gate. Yeah, well, she will do her old journal action. Let's see here. Test observation. If you pass, you discover information that may prove useful to you, to your cause. Flip this card. So her observation is 3. She has 3 dice. And we will see what happens. And we have 2 successes, so that's great. So we will flip this old journal and see what happens. You decipher a passage of the journal that predicts the coming of the outer god Nyarlathotep. We have foreseen this. The messenger dwells in the distant past and waits for us in our future. It lives within our dreams and watches us from alien stars. It hides in our houses of law and defiles our temples. The crawling chaos approaches wearing many masks, and soon we will all bow before Nyarlathotep. Gain 3 clues and discard this card. Holy crap. 3 clues. Now I definitely have enough clues to be able to do stuff. Great. So here we have 3 more clues. So all of a sudden we went from 1 clue up to 7. So at least now we're prepared. Yes. Then after that we will move up to Wilson. Here we have Wilson. He is in Tokyo, and he will try to get rid of his hypothermia condition again. So he will rest, and that means we will roll a die. On a 4, 5, or 6 we get rid of the hypothermia. We'll roll this blue die here, and we got a 5, so that's great. So now we get rid of the hypothermia. Goodbye. And we will also do his focus action again. So this time you might avoid getting a hypothermia. Here we go, focus. That's all of the actions. We will move down to Diana for her encounter. Okay, here we have Diana in Buenos Aires, and we will put this here, and we will draw an otherworld encounter for her. Here we go. The past. You find yourself standing in front of antique scientific equipment. According to the papers, the year is 1771. You read through the notes and try to interpret the nature of the experiments. Test lore. Okay, so her lore is 4, 5 with the Arcane Scholar. So we have 5 dice. Here we go, we have 4 successes out of 5, so that's great. And let's see what happens. Joseph Curven was using this lab to revive dead wizards from their ashes and interrogate them for arcane knowledge. Using his notes, you close this gate. The rest of his results may also prove useful. You may become delayed to gain 1 spell. Huh. Cool. So first off, we close the gate. So that's awesome. Get rid of this, because that would have triggered the next time anyways. And we may become delayed to gain 1 spell. I think she will become delayed, actually. Or maybe... it's a tough one. Yes, she will become delayed. So we will lay her down like this. She is delayed. And she will gain a spell. Hopefully something good. So here we have the spells. I will draw one, and the bottom one is Storm of Spirits. When resolving a combat encounter, you may resolve a lore test in place of the strength test using the same modifier, test modifier. If you do, flip this card. So that's pretty cool, actually, because now she has 5 lore, and that's way better than 3 strength. Or, well, she has 5 lore instead of 4 strength, actually. So, well, at least something. So let's move over to Diana and Ursula, or Daisy and Ursula, I'm sorry. So here we have Daisy, and she is in London, and she will do a London encounter. Let's see what happens. H.G. Wells shows you items from the future, after the ancient ones have destroyed humanity. You cannot bear to look at them. Test will. So her will is 3. Well, it's actually 4. thanks to her ally, Sir William Brinton. So she has 4 will. Yeah. 4 dice. And we got 1 success, but 1 is enough. So let's see what happens. If you pass, you see a way to avoid the future. Gain 1 task unique asset. Okay. So 1 task unique asset, you say. Let's get the unique assets. Let's see here. Yes, the first one we got here was, we can focus, sealing the old ones. Task. When you pass a lore test while resolving a spell effect, you may discard that spell after resolving its effect to place 1 Eldritch token on this card, then you may flip this card. Well, her spell is really useful right now, so that will probably not happen for a while. But still, good to have items. I won't complain. Then we move over to Ursula. And she will try to close that gate again. Let's draw another world encounter. Here we have the City of the Great Race. On a high stone shelf, you find books containing the wisdom of both the distant past and the far-flung future. Unfortunately, the tomes were written using a series of strange curvilinear symbols. Whatever. You do your best to translate the alien language. Lore -1. So her lore is 3, -1 is 2. But at least she has her free focus, which I would rather not use, because in case we have a reckoning. And I got a 5, so no problem. So let's see here. You decipher the means to return yourself to your own time. Close this gate. Great. Close 2 gates in 1 turn. Always nice. After you return, you forget your time with the great race, but are plagued by strange dreams. Test will. Okay, her will is 3 as well, so we'll roll 3 dice. See what happens here. No success. Well, whatever. Let's see what happens. If you pass, you explore these visions. Well, okay. Nothing happens. We would have gained a clue. We still have plenty of them right now, so not that bad. And finally, we will move over to Wilson again. Okay, here we have Wilson, and he will have a Tokyo encounter. The university allows you to access the Yiku Soshi, the Scroll of the Hells. You scour the text for specific enchantments. Test lore -1, and his lore is 1. Ah, great. So 1 die. And we got a 3, so we failed. Yeah, we failed. So let's see what happens. Blah blah blah. If you fail, the horrible descriptions overpower your senses. Lose 2 sanity. Wow, that's great. So now he is down to 2 sanity. And who knows, we might get screwed over by the Mythos card. Who knows? It's a high probability, I guess. So he's down to 2 sanity. So here we are at the Mythos phase. Flip it. It's a green one. but it has tentacles, so it's probably not that great. So first off, we will move the Omen, and we'll move up to the blue space. We have no blue gates anymore, thankfully, so nothing happens there. And we have a monster surge, and no monsters can get out of any open gates, so in that case we open a gate. So here we have a green one in Tunguska, and we will also spawn a monster up there. Get the monster bag. And we got another cultist. That's not too bad. Cultist up in Tunguska. We're supposed to spawn 2 clues. So let's see where they end up. First off, we have one on space number 2, up by the first rumor here. And then we have one in Shanghai, next to Wilson. So maybe he should try to fix that rumor, or that mystery actually, next turn, if we can survive this. So let's see what else happens here. You are not just at war with otherworldly creatures, you must also face your own fear and despair. Every sign and portent warns you of indescribable death. Each defeat seems an inevitable certainty. Wow. Beginning of the end. When there are no Eldritch tokens on all rumor cards in play, or there are no rumor mythos cards in play, each investigator loses 2 sanity, then discard this card. Oh my god. Discard 1 Eldritch token from a rumor mythos card in play. Wow. On all rumor cards in play, or there are no rumor mythos cards in play, each investigator loses 2 sanity. Wow, that's horrible. Really horrible. Wow. Yes, not good at all. However, that was the end of this turn. I think we will do one more. Yes, so let's move over to Diana Stanley. So here we have Diana in Buenos Aires, and all she can do is stand up. So that's her action phase. Yes, first off we have Daisy, and she will try to get rid of her debt. So she has an influence of 3. So let's see if we can do this. We have 1 success, so that's enough. So we will discard her debt. Great. And then I think she will gain a focus. And we will try to move her around next turn. Maybe solve a few rumors or whatever. Yes, so she will gain this focus. Then we will move to Ursula here. She might go to Tunguska, maybe. Try to close the gate. I'm not sure though. What does this mythic thing down here, or epic thing, says? Magical resistance. Guess it's not so bad. Now, well, maybe she will try to move down here towards Noctulu, or whatever his name is. Noctulu. So she will gain... She will gain a train ticket. And then she will move over to... see if we can see it. Here we go. She will gain a train ticket. So she will move to India and then over to Shanghai. See if we can do something about the mystery. We'll see. We also have Wilson over here. And he is up next. First off, he will rest. So he will gain 1 health and 1 sanity back. Here we go. So should he stay and try to do more Tokyo encounters? I'm not sure. He's not doing too well. We're basically wasting turns. I think he should also move to Shanghai. See if Ursula fails against the Nofke, maybe he can do something about it. Or maybe he should just move down to Sydney. Yeah, let's do that. We'll move him down to Sydney. See if we can face off against that terrible monster next turn. No, we can't. We'll move to Shanghai. Or maybe he should actually move over to the rumor over there. No, because we don't want to solve it now because of the other Mythos card. Let's just keep him here and get another focus. I guess that's the best we can do. I'm not sure. We'll see. And let's get over to the encounter phase. So here we have Diana in Buenos Aires. See what happens there. A copy of the Necronomicon is kept at the University of Buenos Aires, but the librarian tells you that it's not available for viewing at this time. You try to convince him that the book's importance. Test influence. Her influence is 2. Yes. So we will roll 2 dice. And we got a success. Sorry if you can't see that. That's what we got. Yes. If you pass, he relents and allow you a brief look at the book. Gain 1 ritual spell. Hopefully a useful one. Maybe shriveling or something. We'll see. Nope. Here we have. Yes, we got shriveling. Amazing. So it's a ritual. Test lore. If you pass, choose a monster on your space to lose 2 health, then flip this card. So that's awesome. Now she has something to do again. I really like the turnout of that. Or how that turned out, I guess you say. So here we have Daisy in London. So she will draw another London encounter. See what happens to her. The famous author Agatha Christie has disappeared. You suspect cult involvement and you look into the case. Observation -1. So she has improved observation, so she has 3 observation. -1, that's 2. So let's see what happens here. We fail. And whatever. Let's see what happens. I don't want to spend clues or a focus. If you fail, your investigation runs cold, lose 1 sanity. Not that great, but oh well, what can you do? So that's her encounter. And then we will move over to Ursula in Shanghai. Sorry if it's not that clear who we are viewing here, but we have Ursula in Shanghai at least. So she will face off against a Nofke monster because of this mystery. See here. if we can focus today. Wow. As an encounter investigator on a city space containing a clue, must confront the Gnofke that threatens civilization. A Gnofke monster ambushes him, and if he defeats it, you can place the clue on this card. And when there are clues on this card equal to half investigators, this rumor is solved. So, Gnofke. Right. Has 3 toughness. Holy crap. Forgot about that. Anyways, it's a regular will test. She has a will of 3. We will roll 3 dice. And we have 2 successes, so no sanity damage. And I also realized she can't actually even beat the thing. Oh, that's terrible. Because we have a strength -2, and she has 4 strength. So at maximum she can do 2 damage to the thing. Well, that was terrible of me. But I've made my decision, so I guess we should fight it. We have 1 success. So she will take 1 damage. And that's it, I guess. Wow. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That's absolutely my fault, and I should have thought ahead, I guess. But now we have Wilson up in Tokyo again. Probably for the last time if he can't do anything useful. So let's see what happens. Tokyo. Suma Namio and his soldiers strike. Discard 1 monster on any space with a toughness 2 or less. If you prove to be worthy, Namio shares Lion Island secrets. But okay, we can discard a monster at least. We should... we only have 2 cultists to choose from, 1 in Tunguska and 1 in Arkham, so I will discard the 1 in Arkham. Just to let you know here. Here we go, he's discarded. And then we will try test. Or test our strength -1. So Wilson has a strength of 4. Yes. 4. -1, so that's 3. Here we go. And 1 success, we have a 6 here, that is enough. So what happens now? If you pass, gain 1 boon condition. Huh. Good. He needs it, definitely. So let's see if we get righteous or blessed. Yes, he got righteous condition. So when you perform a focus action or a rest action, gain 1 focus or recover 1 sanity. And on a reckoning, you may flip this card. Here we are at the Mythos phase, and we have another green one. Interesting. Another one with tentacles though. So first we will move the Omen. So let's get rid of this. So the Omen will move to the green space. We have 1 in Tunguska. And that's it. So the Doom will advance by 1. And then we have a monster search. So 2 monsters will appear in Tunguska. Let's see what we get. We got a Proto-Shoggoth. On a reckoning, move this monster 1 space towards the nearest investigator, then investigator on this space immediately encounters this monster. Oh, that's pretty bad, because it will move towards Wilson and Ursula. So there we go, and we will also have 1 more monster up there. And this time we have a Star Vampire. So what happens here? When this monster is spawned, advance the omen by 1, unless investigators as a group spend 2 clues. So the omen would advance to blue. There are no blue gates, but yeah, let's just advance the omen by 1. So there are no blue gates, so nothing else happens there. Then we will spawn 2 clues again. First off, we have one on space 17, which is here in India. And after that we have one on space number 8, which is this Bermuda Triangle up here by Arkham. And then we have the actual card itself. The shop owner's body was found in the storeroom among those curious and antiques deemed too esoteric for public display. While the police ascribed his death as natural causes, you see it for something more sinister. The insidious powers from outside of reality are growing more aggressive, impatient for the meal they plan to make of this world from beyond. Oh, holy crap. Resolve the reckoning effect on each Mythos card in play twice unless the investigators as a group spend clues equal to half investigators. So we will definitely do that, because I don't want any of that to happen twice. So Daisy will spend 1 and Ursula will spend 1, so that's 2 clues that we spend. And that's the end of the turn, so thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, even though I screwed up a bit. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one!